Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Star Shadow Plays. I'm Rob, aka Star Shadow. Mass Effect. We're playing some Mass Effect. So what we're doing, we just finished the opening mission. A bunch of stuff went down here on Eden Prime. It was crazy. We went down with a 3-man crew, came back with a 3-man crew, just a slightly different 3-man crew as we'd lost Jenkins, and now we brought back Ashley Williams as our third person in the party. We got there with Nihilus, the Spectre. Spectre was actually going to evaluate us and see how we did for potential Spectre status ourselves, which was pretty cool. But of course, Nihilus came and we ran into another Spectre named Saren, and it turns out Saren is working with the enemy. Saren killed Nihilus, and now oh, also there was a Prothean ruin there on Eden Prime, which is what we were going to pick up originally. Saren beat us to it, but Alenko, Caden decided to get a close-up look at it, so we had to save his ass, and we ended up getting a big vision from that. So we're dealing with the fallout from that. We have so much information for the Citadel, for the Council, so that's where we're heading right now. So yeah, let's go do it.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
That's a little more flirty than it needed to be, I think, from Caden there.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
That sounds like a plan.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Something like that. Something like that.
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore.
Yes.
Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Good. Cool. Cool. Dirty little secret here is, I'm actually re-recording this because the first version of this kind of went bad. So we gotta re-record it. Shh. No one needs to know.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
This is, of course, going to be our very first look at the Citadel. Like a nice look at it. We've heard a little bit about it at this point, but not much. Now we're going to get a nice little look-see and see what all this is, capital of the galaxy, is all about. Damn. It's pretty cool. It's freaking huge, too.
Of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Kind of seems like he's going the wrong way.
You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
There we go. Now we get a nice look out from the Citadel onto the arms of the Citadel. You can see a ton of big buildings. You can see there's a ton of people in here. It's pretty cool. There we go. Here's our first look inside.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Do nothings.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
The ambassador's kind of a dick, and he seems to be perpetually angry. But he's a politician. What do you expect?
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Okay, we got a map. Ooh, look at that. So our destination is there. Oh, they want us to take the transit station, I guess. Suppose we can do that. Or do we want to do a little walk? We can take the shuttle, I guess. I suppose we can take the shuttle, but first we're gonna do a little exploration. Let's see if there's anyone around here. Nice balcony, get a nice view here. Even from here, they got like simulated clouds. Pretty fancy. Nice green areas. Take a closer look as we get there. Ooh, here's some stuff. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? And that goes to our general meeting. That patrol's gonna be us. Alright, let's see who our neighbors are. The Volus.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consul in confidence, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
And we have Elcor too. The Elcor are very interesting. Let's talk to the one at the desk.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Not really, but let's find out what. Let's find out a little bit more about Elcor.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
They're also kind of jacked. As you can see when we look at the Elcor, just take a look at the arms, they're jacked.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
As you can see from listening, or as you can hear from listening to them, the Elcor have a little bit of a different speech pattern, so we can now find out a little bit more about it.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Seriously, look at the arm, he's jacked.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Probably true.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Right, so that is
Goodbye,
our
Ambassador.
Our introduction.
Farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
So polite. But that's our introduction to the Elcor, so now this guy seems to have problems. Let's talk to him.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
Of course, we are very helpful. We do not discriminate between aliens and humans for purposes of helping. So, let's find out a little bit more.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Can we find out more, actually?
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response.
Right.
You overheard that.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious. You have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort.
We don't.
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Good luck with your problem.
Thanks to you, human. Good day.
Sounds like a little bit of a mission that we can look into if we want to. Right? Let's talk to Dvolis for our first time.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
We know.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
So you can see all of the ambassadors are a little pissy.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
So these little things are pretty powerful in the galaxy. Alright, let's find out more about the Volus.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Or maybe we want to know, man.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Yeah, I kind of get that you guys are not the most physical of races. So I guess there must be really smart. I don't know.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Oh, I mean, he's got a point here. I mean, they have been around a long time, yet Asari and Turians and Solarians all seem to think that they suck.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Yeah, there's a lot of Volus in here right now, dude.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
I mean, if we spoiler this a little bit, I mean, that's completely true because of what we do.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Alright.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
So this guy's a little power hungry. He wants to have that power, I think. I think that's his main concern, and not really his race of species, but what can you do? Alright, here's our first encounter with a buggo thing. Weird. Called Keepers. I think we may see another one actually. First, okay, we went in there, so let's go out. We go in this way? No, we can't. Red light. Alright, we'll get to you in a second. First, let's talk to this receptionist.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
She's not a spy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Vina's behind us right now, just watching us.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I suppose you're busy, but that's Avina. See, Avina. Right. Before we talk to her, let us go and go this way. There's a door. Let's open it. Oh, it got opened.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Stuff for a codex, Turian, another keeper, and another Elcor too.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Cool. Alright, up here we have Executor Bellin. Before we talk to him, let's take a quick look. Oh, he's got something over here. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow Biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us. Few tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come. Join us in the Hawking Edda cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Now, of course, we are actually Biotic. So, I mean, should have been sent directly to us, but, you know, I guess we're not on the mailing list. Sometimes it happens. Glad the executor here has that in his back pocket at least. Intercepting messages.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Paladin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Yeah, he's a little rough too.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Makes sense.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law, especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Alright.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Interesting. Interesting. How about you dislike the Spectres?
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Yeah, not him, but what about maybe us?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True, but the potential is always there.
True, true.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
We're not favorites. Come in.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Dude, come on. We were there. You didn't talk to us about it. We were witnesses.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
One thing I like about the Executor here is its coloring. Like the face color there is like this light steel blue against like kind of a bronze kind of stuff. That's just really, really nice coloring, I think. This is the bar, by the way. Oh, there's a keeper over here.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly.
Excuse me.
Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Yes.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
We've heard about Cora's Den, didn't we? Maybe not yet. I'm forgetting. Kind of confusing myself here a little bit. Shaira's we have heard of. This is the Asari consort.
What is Shaira's?
The consort? She entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Oh, that's good.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
This guy really has no idea.
Goodbye.
And by that I mean no idea just how
So long,
dangerous it is.
Commander. Have a pleasant day.
That's okay. He doesn't need to. Alright, Nasana. Hello.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Alright, then we'll come back to you at some point, I'm sure.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Yeah, man. What a man. Bullying his compatriots here.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Was a little insubordinate there with the what is it?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will.
Bam.
Have fun, that is.
Actually, just as rough.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Well, here's 3 more. Or there were 3 more, now we left. Alright, let's talk to Avina. And get some more information, I'm sure. Avina, as they said, is a VI, so it's gonna be like info dump central, I believe.
Greetings and welcome Welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Alright. Let's find out a little bit more about them then.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion.
That's a long time ago.
Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Alright. Embassies.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Interesting.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Alright, what do you think, Miss VI?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Well, what about Volus?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
This is exactly what I'm thinking. Just an embassy? Seems like they're a little bit more important than that.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser?
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Alright. It's kind of interesting that, you know, the Volus kind of got shit on a little bit here, but, you know, it kind of does make sense too, because they're, like I said, it's not very physical race, so they're probably not much using a fight for the most part, so it's like, part of being on the Council is making sure that you're protecting everyone in the galaxy, and if you can't fight, then kind of can't do that, I guess. Alright.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Alrighty then. Last but not least,
do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
I mean, and as you can see from this, you can kind of see why
and thank you for using Avina.
the
Please enjoy your visit to the
Executor
Citadel.
does not like Spectres. The whole thing about them being able to go rogue and such. It's a big possibility, as you can see with Saren. So before we go anywhere, let's take a look. Look at this. Green area. Little trees. We'll use the quick travel system in just a second. Just wanted to. Oh, see that back there? It's a interesting little statue there. But also look at the greenery. It's just so green. A fountain. But kind of cool. Like I said, it's an artificial sky, and it looks like a river almost that just is like sailing through here all the way down, and you can see. We can look out over here. All the way up, because the Presidium is the ring. It's on the ring in the middle, so that's why I kind of can loop around like that. All right. Anyway, we'll take the travel system, since this is what they want me to do. All right. Cool. So this is the tower. Also got trees in here. Very interesting.
I like the fountain. Very soothing.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Oh man.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Maybe. I doubt it though, but keep this name in mind here. Garrus Vicarian. Cool dude. We'll be seeing a lot of him, I think. A lot of stairs. A lot of stairs. What the hell's wrong with this dude? He's just sitting, checking stuff out in that white suit. Alright. Alright, man.
Don't be ridiculous. The Bolus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Very interesting there. Okay. Our travel system. Oh, another Geber.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Oh, wow. That was quick. They jumped right in then. More stairs, though. More and more stairs.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
How do you know about that?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Council, can you verify this?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Okay, Saren, settle down, man.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Not really, guys, because you guys suck. Suck. Just remember this. Remember this about the Council and how much they suck. Just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
Was it?
This meeting is adjourned.
The Council didn't even do a real investigation. I mean, the investigation took what, 2 hours? Can't get anything done that way.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
I hope not. I mean, I hope it's safe. I hope it's not in trouble. That's what I'm trying to get into, because that would be crazy.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
All right.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Who?
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Let's ask again about you and Saren.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people.
and the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Yuck. That ain't good.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Alright, let's find out a little bit more about stuff here.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Let's find out more about this then.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born.
Like Marines?
The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Interesting.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
And that is why they want us. They want Shepard on, well, into this organization of Spectres, because they have a lot of power. And we could do pretty much whatever we wanted.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
True that.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
So all the more reason for us to become a Spectre, I think.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Alright, well...
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going a little farther for the humanity there. We need to be part of this intergalactic cooperation and not be trying to put ourselves over here. But, I don't know. Seems to be a big human trait to screw everything up.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Well, that's good at least.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes.
He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
That's very interesting. Very interesting. I like this kind of thing because as a librarian, as someone who deals with information, kind of here sci-fi, super informationist, fantasy kind of thing here. It's really cool. Kind of like an independent contractor just selling information.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large.
Oops, I wanted to.
He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats,
talk about Shadow
specters.
Broker.
That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Alrighty then.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alrighty then, we got a little bit of a lead here. Gotta go talk to our man down in the down in the wards there. Sounds like a terrible dude. Sees that guy. But we also talked to the Shadow Broker guy and Barla Vaughn. Oh, I guess she's got something to say. What's up?
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling ran over our heads, Commander?
All the time. All the time. Alright. Keep walking here. Hey, what's that dude doing? Dude.
That guy's up to something.
Dude, what are you doing?
What guy? What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, is there something you want?
So this looks like our first encounter with the Solarian. So this is the third of the council racers we saw. Well, I guess it's not really our first because of the one on the council, but this is the first that we're actually speaking to directly. It's kind of cool. So this is fun. Solarians are are very interesting, I think.
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
True that. Since we're very information focused, let's get some information.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
Nice. A little extra money.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
Makes sense.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Yeah, okay, so let's try this out then. Boom. Alright, I know there was one up there we saw up here by the council in the corner over here, and look at all these gawkers and onlookers now all of a sudden. Keeper number 2. And I think I saw one more down that way a little bit. Let's go and check that out real quick. Walking. Pretty sure I just, like I said, I caught one on the corner of my eye. There it is.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
Do you really think Saren could be involved in something like that without the Council knowing it?
Maybe the Council does know. Everyone already assumes he's just doing their dirty work.
That's dangerous talk. I'd be careful who you mention that to.
I know. But if it's true, shouldn't we be doing something about it?
No. And I'll thank you to keep me out of it if you do.
Ambient conversation is always interesting. There's that keeper. Bam. Yeah, I don't think there's another one in here. I think it's just the 3. Right. Alrighty then, so we're gonna take an elevator down this time, so that we can hear the little news items and interactions between crew members. With the advent of SSDs and other computer advances in the, 15 years since this came out. You can actually skip going through all that stuff, but I mean, they're short, so I figure we can listen to them before, and then by the time we get down, it's like an extra couple seconds. So to Presidium, this elevator leads down to the Presidium. There you'll find the embassies, the Citadel Tower, the Emporium, the bank, and the consort chambers. Yandu is the Citadel Tower. The council convenes at the far end, which we already know. So let's see what we get.
I can't believe the council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his guest troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
I don't know why that was so quiet compared to the elevator music, but that's why we got subtitles. Also, we have a keeper right here, so let's get him real
Look
quick.
at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
As a keeper, we just
Please do not disturb the keepers.
talked about this with the dude. Bam. Alright. So that is actually gonna do it for us.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Today we aren't doing anything to the keepers. So yeah, we've now got more information. We're getting more information. We're trying to get enough information so that the council will stop backing Saren. And it seems to be a lot of work here, but you know, this is a place where we get to learn a lot more about the lore of the Citadel and about Mass Effect lore in general. So it's gonna be very important. We're gonna be here for a little bit because there is a lot here, and there's a lot to see, a lot to pick up. There's missions here that we can do that are just here, and then there's a lot of missions that we'll pick up, and we'll end up coming back here a few times throughout our time with the game. So yep, and like I said before, this is actually re-recorded, so this is actually a new game plus save. Yeah, so just to replace the second episode because for some reason that video didn't come out correctly, so I'm taking what happened in there and kind of recreating it as much as possible. So this is where we left off last time, so this is where we're gonna leave off. So thank y'all for hanging out and watching this. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you enjoy the entire series. So yeah, so if you're enjoying yourself, want to watch this on Twitch, of course hit that follow button, hit the notification button coming out again. Really appreciate that. You can follow us on social media at Streams by Star on Twitter, !Twitter in the chat, get to that link, and !YT, get your link to the YouTube page. You can check out all the videos there, all the playthroughs and stuff we got going on. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff there. And we include links to the Twitch and the Twitter in the description of all the videos, so everything should be very easy to get to. So yeah, that's gonna do it here. Thank you all for joining me. Stay safe out there, stay well. I'll see you next time.